This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. If you want to run ads on the channel, it's jordantowermedia at gmail.com. I'm doing specials for the next 30 days. Make sure you take advantage. All right, so we got Yak Gotti, all right, and he is from the YSL case. He's the only one that took it all the way in trial and beat it, okay? He got a not guilty verdict, so he is not a criminal right now. But YoungThug recently dissed him in a song. He said, you know, Yak Gotti been moving funny, and he's telling, who knows he was telling all this time. No words for Little Woody, Yak Gotti. Now, Yak Gotti just did an interview with Vlad, and he says, well, who did I send to prison? You know, I didn't send anybody to prison. And he's basically saying that YoungThug is out here acting goofy, calling Gunna and him snitches, you know, when really his brother took a deal. He says, what did I do that everybody else didn't? He says, you know, yeah, there's that video of me, the interrogation video, but please name one person that went to prison behind that video, because that's what a snitch is. It's true. I'm sure YoungThug has given plenty of, you know, he's done his own things, you know, like YoungThug is solid, but like it's easy for him to point the finger at other people. I don't know why he's doing that. I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe he's lost his mind. Some people just seem to blindly believe it, following YoungThug. But like honestly, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. YoungThug just thinks anyone takes a plea deal is a snitch. He took a plea deal. So he should be looking in the mirror right now and says, am I a snitch? You are. I guess you are. On YoungThug's terms, he's a snitch because he admitted YSL was a gang too. Didn't he? He took a plea. He could have probably taken it all the way and beat it too. Then we would say, okay, yeah, you know, he stood tall, took it all the way. But only Yak Gotti did that. And he has the nerve to come out and call Yak Gotti a snitch. So, you know, Yak Gotti just says, I'm not too concerned about YoungThug anymore. I've moved on with my life. You know, that took a lot of money and time out of my life. And, you know, it is what it is. But YoungThug really, his reckless behavior also got a lot of people indicted. You know, going after wife and Lucci all the time, making reckless moves, emotional moves. We know what we're talking about. I'm not going to like say too much, but you know what you're talking about. If you know, you know. If you listen to his music, you know too. All right, so we got hold on one sec. The man accused of taking out young Dolph said that after hearing Yo Gotti brother had a 100K hit on any artist from Dolph's label, they didn't know who they were going to catch, but it happened to be young Dolph. And this was a hit supposedly through Govan Hernandez, who's on trial right now, who he just took the stand against. Now, this is why Big Jook got taken out, because he's the one who was, you know, the word on the street was he was the one that put the money up for the hit. And you know what? It's probably true, but it's funny how he didn't get pulled in by the cops. Isn't that weird that Big Jook never got arrested, never got questioned by the police? That's so weird. Yo Gotti never questioned by the police. Nothing. And yet there's 3 attempts on Dolph's life prior to this. That's what does it. And they were all CMG affiliates, but yet they never picked up Yo Gotti. It's funny how this, you know, how the feds work. I'm not wishing that on them, but it's like, it's almost like telling on yourself, like 3 hits, bro. 3? All and you CMG people? You didn't even use outside people? And why do you want to hit him so bad? It must have been Big Jook, because it seemed like his life goal. Big Jook came home from jail 2014 just to die 10 years later over a rap beef. Rap. That's the most foolish thing I ever heard in my life. Dying over rap music? Bro. That's insane. Anyways, that guy's cooked. Govan Hernandez is cooked, bro. This guy's snitching on him. Who knows what else they got up their sleeve. This trial will be over quickly. So Charleston White got an answer from Boosie. Boosie reacted to Charleston White celebrating that Boosie's going to jail and might die in prison now. Boosie reacted and says, that guy doesn't even bother me anymore. It is what it is. It's like he's just crazy. He's going to say what he says. But, reacting to him gets people locked up. So he says, I don't even react to it anymore. Remember Tootie, his son, got involved with the whole thing. And, they were trying to get Tootie locked up. Because, once people are focused on you and looking for things that you're doing wrong, they'll find something and they'll probably tell on you. So you got to be careful out here. Rick Ross is one of the main reasons that Drake will never be cool with Khaled again, because Rick Ross flipping on Drake was a left field thing for him, because he was like, who could have predicted that? Rick Ross just out of nowhere, just dissing Drake. It's almost like he was paid to do it or told to do it, because it's like he just came out of nowhere, started dissing Drake, and he said he did it because Drake wouldn't clear something for French Montana. Bro, you disavowed French Montana when Meek Mill did back in 2015. You just recently got cool with French Montana again. Let's be cool. Let's be real about that. Okay? When Drake was having his beef with Meek Mill pressed French Montana. And that's when Rick Ross fell back from French Montana, officially. And because of this, Khaled can't get his verse. And Khaled just has a flizzy with NBA Youngboy. Boy, 11K. That's a flop for Youngboy. And it's because of Khaled. It's not because of Youngboy. Khaled's just not, Khaled's cooked, bro. Khaled's cooked. Khaled's cooked, man. A lot of people that actually do things don't get called out for stuff, Khaled does a lot of messed up stuff. It never gets called out for it publicly. Just like people in O Block don't get called out for killing the community, I mean, just be real about it. I know that's just street stuff, but it's like, when you think about it logically, it's like a lot of innocent people die behind that kind of stuff. And it's sad. It's sad. It doesn't stay isolated in the streets. Innocent people do die. And lastly, Tory Lanez is not looking promising for his appeal. There was a lot of pushback today. I don't know if it's over. I don't know if it's over already, or if there's some hope that he might get his appeal heard. But it focuses on Meg Thee Stallion's bodyguard. Oh, that was Meg's bodyguard in the car? Anyways, they wanted to get a testimony from the bodyguard that was there and the driver and all that kind of stuff. So, anyways, we'll see how that goes. And I'll keep you updated on the Tory Lanez appeal. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. If you want to run ads on the channel, it's jordantowermedia@gmail.com. And running specials for the next 30 days. And, just hit me up, jordantowermedia.com below. We'll cook up a commercial for upcoming artists, entrepreneurs. We got you, okay? But the special's not going to be here for that long. I don't run ads often, once in a while. I have to be in the mood. Peace.